happen. And it's really just that simple.
I cannot place too much emphasis on the importance, the value of well-trained staff.
What are some of the things that you watch for that say that doesn't look right?
A change in behavior.
Okay.
Okay, change in their daily activities, if you normally.
It's very important that as part of the implementation of this act that we train our staff to look at behavior. And they ask questions about why is that behavior happening.
No.
There are little subtle things that kids are doing that you have to be familiar with. Are they sitting together all the time? Are they taking showers together all the time? Is the kid, getting upset because another kid is talking to this kid?
Likewise, it's also important to look at the behavior of adults. And it's important to train staff to be able to look at what is the behavior in the people that they're working with and know what of the behavior could constitute grooming behavior.
It's extremely critical that we screen people as they enter the system to work. I want to know an individual's history locally, statewide, and nationwide. I want to know that he or she has not been charged and certainly convicted of an offense that would be clear to me that they are not deserving or.
On with the dryer.
By and large, most people in these places want to do right, and most of them will comply with the act.
I've tried everything.
Hey, that's
I'm
my bubble.
helping you. I'm just trying to help you.
Sandra, we need to go upstairs.
Really weird. You're being uptight.
We're going to sit down and talk with the new staff, okay?
The young people have a lot of problems, one of which is that they can be manipulative and particularly use sexual manipulation on staff, become sexually provocative with staff.
Okay. Hey, my bubble.
I'm helping you. I'm just trying to help you.
Sandra, we need to go upstairs.
Whatever. You're being really weird. You're being uptight.
We're going to sit down and talk with the new staff.
Staff really need to maintain their boundaries with the young people while being also in a caring relationship. And it's not an easy thing for people to do, but that is the art of being able to work with young people in a correctional setting.
Okay, let's go.
A large part of adolescence is coming to terms and coming to grips with their sexuality, and we don't always prepare staff for that situation, I think, as adequately as we should.
Over 60% of our kids coming into the system have mental health issues, defined mental health issues.
Some of the youth will have been sexually assaulted prior to coming into the facility, and often those young people can be suffering from post-traumatic snares, eating problems, irrational anger and rage, and also it can make them more vulnerable to sexual predators inside the facility.
And so you have to ensure that you have mental health folks, psychiatrists, psychologists, mental health social workers, people involved with those kids.
Come in. Sure, Tria, come on in.
We need to do better assessments of youth, determine what their level of risk is, and then house youth in programs and in facilities where they're housed with like youth. So we don't have high-risk youth housed with low-risk youth.
Hey boy, you carry that. We need to build programs around the kids that are sensitive and to make clear to them that we're looking for ways to improve their quality of life both within the facility and after they leave the facility. We care about their lifestyle. We care about their safety.
We need that. So we have to look at the vulnerabilities that kids bring, the anxieties that they have, the fears, the life experiences that they've had, and really look at changing their behavior. Look at teaching them new skills, new ways to cope, address the issues that have presented barriers for them to be successful.
This is not an 8-to-5 job. You must make sure that you're coming out to that facility on evenings, weekends, that you can see what's happening and get a feel for your environment, because environment and culture has a lot to do with how kids are treated.
We can't guarantee nothing is ever absolutely going to happen to a kid, but I can guarantee that when I become aware, I'm going to respond quickly.
We must do more than fire individuals once they commit a sexual act or otherwise violate the PREA guidelines. To stop simply at firing those individuals and getting them out of our system allows them to move laterally into another agency, state agency, private agency. They don't go away. Those individuals immediately begin to look for the next victim, the next opportunity to create a victim.
Take it real easy, okay?
So we need to take that next step and seek to prosecute those individuals where they don't have an opportunity again to be hired by an agency where they may have an opportunity to take advantage of vulnerable children in any way.
The kids are doing time in facilities and under pressure to provide sex against their will. They're not going to become the kind of citizens we want them to be when they return back to our streets. They're going to be violent and bitter and wounded.
Everybody go around and give me a feeling check of how you feel and your goal for the day.
My name's William. I'm 17 years old. Really kind of nervous.
I think this may actually give us the opportunity to show the good work that we're doing in our facilities.
I encourage y'all, as my peers, to not horseplay and be strong and safe as possible.
I think that when we start collecting the statistics and we start re-examining our policies and re-examining our programs, I think we should take every opportunity to talk to judges, to talk to other juvenile justice professionals, whether it's probation officers, aftercare workers, social workers, whatever we have in our state. And we need to work more as a team. We have needed to do this for years, but this might be the impetus that brings us together and lets us talk with pride about what we do rather than being defensive about what isn't done.
Many of the young people introduced to the juvenile system have done really bad things. People. They've caused harm. Lots of harm. And that's not okay. And I want to be clear about that. I really want to be clear about that. But their behavior is not who they are. It's what they do. And if they're going to get better, we are almost like their last hope. And we have to believe in what they can be and what they can do until they can take that belief for themselves.
That's the truth, man. You're in it. And it was like, I don't even ask.
Treat it like your child would be in that institution. And if your child was in that institution or in our system, period, how would you respond? What would you put in place? What would you do to make it better? If you do those kinds of things, then that's going to make the system better for everyone.
The video you have just watched is intended to assist you in understanding the scope of the Prison Rape Elimination Act. This introductory video and companion training resource kit emphasizes the importance each of you have in implementing policy and practice that assures compliance with the law. Please visit our NIC website at nicIC.org or call us at 1-800-995-6423 to learn more about resources to address the Prison Rape Elimination Act. We look forward to working with all of you.